Welcome, Hornets, and thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to take a look at how do we make two parametric equations out in terms of t out of one rectangular equation. So we're going to take a look at it. X equals negative y squared over 2. Now, be aware, in most cases, your teacher is going to tell you what they want t to be in terms of either x or y. If it's up to you, you should always go for the easiest possibility. Since I have x equals y square, some term of y, I'm going to go y equal to t. And now what I do is wherever I see that y, I'm going to put t. And I now have two very basic equations in terms of time for this rectangular function. Okay? So let's take another one. Let's say we have something a little bit more complex. Let's go y equals negative x squared over 6 minus x over 3 plus 23 over 6. And, well, if I were to choose, since I'm talking about an equation of y in terms of x, I'm going to let my x equal t. Now, wherever I see an x, I'm going to put in a t. T squared over 6 plus minus t over 3 plus 23 over 6, and I have x equaling t. These are now my two equations for this function, which is a parabola. Okay? Now, let's make this a little bit more complicated. This time, I'm going to give you, or I would be, as the teacher, giving you what y equals. And then I'm going to have to try to figure out, well, what is my equation, or the two equations that I come out with? So I'm going to tell you that we have x equals y squared over 4 plus y over 2 minus 7 over 4. And this time I'm telling you that our t is going to end up being negative y minus 2. Now, your first step is you have to find out what y is in terms of t. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move my y over. So y equals negative t minus 2. Now, wherever I see my y, I'm going to put minus t minus 2. So x has to equal minus t minus 2 squared over 4 plus, and I've got a minus t minus 2 over 2 minus 7 over 4. Now I'm going to factor out the 1/4 so that I can work with this as easy as possible. Negative t minus 2, the quantity squared, plus 2 times negative 2 minus, negative t minus 2 minus 7. Now you'll notice I had to multiply by 2 over 2 in order to factor out that 4. All right, here we go. We're now going to FOIL. Now, this is the same thing as t squared plus 4t plus 4. And we have a minus 2t minus 4 and a minus 7. 1/4 equals x. We're now going to simplify. That's going to cancel here, so I've got a minus 7. I have a positive 2t and a t squared. And now I'm going to bring the 4 back in all the way through. And now I'm going to reduce. X equals t squared over 4 plus t over 2 minus 7/4. And my y value is minus t minus 2. And you'll notice I've now changed my equation into this. From what I started with, right there. Now, it's not always going to turn out to be exactly the same. In this case, it does. But it doesn't always have to be. Okay? Let's try one more. last one, and then we've got it all set. I think you've got the idea, but I want to make sure. So y equals x squared over 3 plus 4x over 3 minus 2 over 3. We're told that t is equal to negative x over 3 minus 1/3. We have to solve for our x. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to factor out the 1/3 first. So I have x squared plus 4x minus 2. I'm then going to go ahead and I'm going to make sure that I have 3t equals a minus x minus 1, so that I then end up with x equals negative 3t minus 1. Now I'm going to put it in, so 1/3 negative 3t minus 1, the quantity squared, plus 4 times negative 3t minus 1 minus 2 is equal to y. 1/3. We're now foiling. This is giving me 9t squared. I have minus double negative plus 6t plus 1 minus 12t minus 4 minus 2. Y is then equal to 1/3. And I'm looking at 9t squared minus 6t, and we're looking at minus 6 plus 1 is minus 5, for y equaling 3t squared minus 2t minus 5/3. All righty. And I'm now just going to put in what we called our x. X was negative 3t minus 1. I now have my two equations in parametric form for the rectangular equation given to me. Thank you very much, Hornets. I hope this has helped. Thank you very much, and please have a wonderful and safe weekend. Take care, be safe, be kind to each other and yourselves. Bye-bye now.